Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. Domestic travel rebounds in the Sultanate. Oman's Honorable Lady visits museum and park. Recent situation changes in Afghanistan since US troop withdrawal. Toll from earthquake in Haiti rises to 1,297. Barca show there is a life without Messi, while Atletico Real Madrid both win in Spain. Moreover, in today's episode, we have two wonderful guests joining us who will be talking about preparing students for future career. But before that, let's see how the weather condition looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update.
This is Maytha Jukaili with today's weather update, and right now I'm reporting from inside the TFM studio in Al Khoir. Before we move on to our weather update, here is our fact for today. A water sprout is a tornado that forms over the water or a tornado that crosses over the water. That is our fact for today, and now let's take a look at how the weather will be like in the Sultanate. An alert has been issued by Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authorities saying that there will be rough sea condition over the Arabian Sea. There will be partly cloudy skies along the coastal areas of the Far and adjoining mountains with light rain, and there will be mainly clear skies in the rest of the Sultanate with chances of cloud formation or downdraft wind over Al Hajr Mountains towards the afternoon. Now let's take a look at how the weather will be like in all the governorates. Muscat will be sunny, temperatures between 38 to 29 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny, temperatures between 43 to 31 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batina will be sunny, temperatures between 36 to 30 degrees Celsius. South Al-Batina will have thunder showers, temperatures between 40 to 29 degrees Celsius. Al-Buraimi will have thunder showers, temperatures between 48 to 33 degrees Celsius. Al-Dhahira will have thunder showers, temperatures between 46 to 34 degrees Celsius. Al-Dakhiliya will have thunder showers, temperatures between 44 to 30 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiyya will have thunder showers, temperatures between 43 to 29 degrees Celsius. South Al-Sharqiyya will be sunny, temperatures between 42 to 30 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will be sunny, temperatures between 45 to 28 degrees Celsius. And the Far will have thunder showers, temperatures between 28 to 25 degrees Celsius.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Domestic tourism is back with the national carrier Oman Air announcing 82 flights a week between Muscat and Salalah, up from just 18 in July. Salam Air has also introduced thrice weekly flights from Sohar to Salalah to keep up with the increased demand. Travel agents say while many are keen to go overseas, the constantly changing rules and quarantine measures many need to follow has made them prioritize local holiday spots. With the Kharif season currently underway in the Far, Salalah has emerged as one of the top destinations in Oman. Salalah remains an extremely popular domestic destination, and our commitment at Oman Air is to provide travel flexibility for our valued guests with the convenience of extra flights when needed, said Adil Al-Sijjali, Oman Air country manager. Kharif season and all the visual splendor it offers transforms Muscat to Salalah into one of our busiest routes. By progressively introducing 23 additional weekly flights in each direction, visitors to the region have been able to book their seats with full confidence, he said. As domestic travels rebounds, our aim now is to develop a revised flight schedule that lets us maintain exceptional year-round frequencies to Salalah. Area General Manager Amran Vijay Handa said occupancy rates in the hotels have drastically improved, especially Sharqiya and Salalah in the last few weeks. We hope this will only grow, he said. The Honorable Lady, spouse of His Majesty the Sultan, visited Al-Balid Archaeological Park in the Dhafar Governorate Wilayat of Salalah on Sunday. The Honorable Lady's tour began at the Museum of the Frankincense Land, one of the highlights of the park, the Ministry of Heritage and Tourism said. The museum houses historically significant articles from varied periods and locations across Oman, including miniature models of the traditional Omani ships. The Honorable Lady then toured the various other facilities of the park in support of the Omani cottage industry. The Honorable Lady visited the outlets selling traditional handicrafts. She concluded the tour by recording her appreciation in the VIP visitors register.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. As I mentioned you earlier that we have two wonderful guests joining us today, and guess what? They're here with us in the studio right now. So let's welcome Nabil Al-Maki, who's the Deputy Dean for Marjan University College, and Fathaya Al-Esri, who's the Finance Operations Analyst for Petroleum Development Oman. Thank you to both of you for joining in. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's our pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so I'm going to start with you, Nabila, because we'll be talking about how to prepare students for future. And before we get into the detail, I really wanted to ask you that how difficult do you think COVID-19 has been in terms of catering to students' needs?
Thank you very much, Madiha, for asking this question. COVID impacted everyone else's life. It's not just students, even in our personal life. And we have a family member or any one of us could suffer, and we suffered from COVID. So students' experience and to cater to students' requirements, and it wasn't easy. But we responded very fast to the Supreme Committee announcement where we suspend the studies, but we did not suspend the studies. We continue our online. We moved to online teaching immediately. We trained our lecturers, we trained our students. Immediately the following day, after the announcement, we had online classes. It wasn't easy, of course, but you know, we had, from the beginning, we have this blended learning where we had the virtual environment available to students, so that it was easier for them to catch up for their studies, to see their material online, and even to do assessments online. So it wasn't new. It's only the face-to-face interaction, which was a bit difficult. The first semester, because it happened in the middle, it wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy at all for both students and staff. But later on, we managed, alhamdulillah. The students got used to the online, and you know, students nowadays, they're all on their mobiles,
Yes.
Tablets, so they learn faster than us.
Yes.
And we were really worried, how would they accept those things? But they were way in front of us.
Yeah.
But then it came through the interaction, what you asked about. How would you manage the interaction? How would we enhance that? How do we support the students? So we created different facilities and different stops to support the students online. We had CRM where they contact the students directly by phone, and we had the text messages, and we had the Move, which is the virtual environment to students where they can send emails, they can chat with their staff, they can chat with their colleagues as well. And all the sessions are recorded for students. They can come back at any point of time. But then when it came to the classes interaction,
Right.
we had different software like Kahoot. So you keep the students on their toes. So sometimes it's easier, like you have the online classes on, but they don't know whether the students are with you or no.
Right.
So what the lecturers do, they keep asking them by names, and then they play those games. So the game is part of the class. So we hope that it's not affected, and we know it will affect. It's not like a straightforward, because it is a shift and it's a new trend. And even if we go back to the normal, it will not be the normal, it will be the new normal.
Right.
So we hope things will be moving in the right direction. We don't know how, but we are learning day by day with the students, with the government, with different international organizations, and we are affiliated with the University of Bedfordshire. So it was easier for us to cooperate with different institutions internationally. And we have external examiners from different universities in UK that supported us as well to see what kind of experience that they have there. So it was easier for us to learn and to adapt as well.
Right. You know, Nabila, you rightly pointed out about the blended learning part and about the online education. So I really want to ask you, with the integration of technology and everything going on digital, how easy or challenging was it for both students and teachers to adapt to it?
See, it's not easy, but it's not difficult as well. I forgot to mention that we have different faculties and different programs. So the different programs that we have Faculty of Business Management, which has a range of programs in the management, and we have range of programs in the IT as well, and English language. So the IT students adopted faster than the business students. But also, we did not leave them behind, so we were supporting everybody. So the difficulties were there, but we managed to overcome those challenges, as I said, with the support, with the training sessions provided to students and staff as well. And we had different platforms to have online teaching. We used first GoToMeeting, and now we're using Microsoft Teams. We have e-learning department that look after what are the new trends available, what are the new software available to students. So we don't leave the students on their own, so there is always some kind of a training. So there was like training virtual, and we have recorded videos for students to be trained as well, and to look at them on their own time.
Right.
So it is difficult, but it can be managed.
Right.
Yeah.
So Fathiya, I don't want you to stay quiet for a long time, and I wanted to ask you that, in fact, you know, COVID is still a very challenging time for everyone around the globe, not just in the Sultanate, especially when we talk about the financial aspect of it.
Yes.
And in this regard, I wanted to ask you, is there any scheme or program being developed or even talked about catering to those students whose parents are not in the position to afford their expenses?
That is a fantastic question. I don't know if you know, but I'm one of the graduates from Majan College, and I managed to graduate with first class honors, double major degree in business and accounting. And honestly speaking, with the support from Majan College, as well as the company that I work for, PDO, Petroleum Development Oman, they do have schemes and they do have support classes. For example, one of the best ways that they support their students when it comes to the financial aspect is that they have installment payments. So this helps parents who are struggling financially, and it helps students as well, so that it's like it gives breakdown of the cost. They don't need to pay the whole amount in advance. They break it down in several months. And on top of that, another blessing from Majan College is the fact that they have part-time studying. one of the people who benefited a lot from the part-time studying. I used to work full-time for PDO and I study part-time for Majan, and that was fantastic. I could never go back and change the situation. It was a blessing because I managed to graduate while I'm working and get first-class honors because of the fantastic support we get from the college as well as the company. They also have support classes and support staff, so if there is any student or any parent who are facing financial difficulty, they have one-to-one sessions where they meet parents and they meet students as well, and you can express any problems that you're having, be it financial or personal, whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Nabila, we were talking about blended learning and everything going digital. Now we're still trying to look past COVID, like you said, but do you think that due to the outbreak of COVID, it has some kind of effect or influence on students' life?
It does actually. It's not only students' life, as I mentioned, it's on everybody's life. And blended learning, it's something that uses the technology to support learning and teaching. So students' life being affected, but I would say positively. It's not negatively, because it widened their scope. It made them learn different areas and different ways to learn and to interact with their colleagues, because earlier they were sitting in a classroom when we have, for example, a group assignment.
Right.
You would know, Fathi, a group
Definitely.
assignment is not easy.
Yeah.
So for example, if it is a group assignment, they can have it face-to-face in a classroom set or in the library. But now they have to do it in virtual environment. They have to talk to each other. They have to open rooms. So that prepares them for the future, because the future is changing, challenging. Tomorrow is not like yesterday. So there are different ways to support the students. So they are advantage. I won't say disadvantage. As we say, COVID is bad, but it came with a blessing. There is huge investment now on the technology part, and to support the students and to support anything and everything nowadays, because it's not only studying is happen online or virtual, even working from home. So
Yes.
that's something that will aspire and support the students in their life later when they go and work in organizations. So this is the start for them, and then we'll learn different things,
Right.
and we'll have different skills as well.
Absolutely. So Nabila, this was the side of academics and learning and studies. What are the possible challenges that you think students may feel in terms of getting them practical experience, like for example on-job training, internships, etc.?
One of my worries, actually not only for students, young generation, the youth nowadays, that they will not be able to have one-to-one conversation, or like to have a set like what we're having now, and to talk, because they got used to sit and talk behind screen.
Right.
That's my worry actually. And I see my nieces and nephews are like facing that. They don't talk to me, but they can chat. So this is the main thing. But the curriculum, the way that we design curriculum, the way that we design assessment, forces the students to make them know the practical life, how to interact with life, because they have to collect data, they have to evaluate, and then they have to prepare reports. So we bring the real life into classroom, even though it is virtual. It affected the internship because many organizations are working from home during the pandemic. But definitely with the vaccine, maybe later things will move, will change. I have no idea, but we aspire for changes. Maybe later on even internship can be done online. We don't know, like the job that we are having now.
Yes.
So it can be done. It affected the internship, it affected the job, but not Majan students only. It affected the whole community, and we are looking for something better to support the students.
Right. Fathia, talking about the financial aspect, do you have any tips or any ways that you can share with the students who would like to finance their studies or finance or be, independent, especially considering the ongoing pandemic?
Oh yes, definitely. So the pandemic did affect a lot of people, as Nabila said, and I think it's best for all of us to look at the bright side. Sometimes it might be a blessing in disguise because it has taught us many ways of survival as well. So when it comes to the financial aspect, as I mentioned, working part-time Okay, the government is very supportive, and as well as the college, Majan College is very supportive. The internship program, which also led to permanent positions within college. So even if you go to Majan College, majority of the staff were previous students with the college. And on top of that, it being an international recognized accredited college, it's already registered with a lot of local banks in Oman. So the local banks in Oman, they provide student loans where the students can go and apply the loans with a very low interest. And all this information is available on the website, on the Majan College website. And I think that's a blessing, because it's not only the government, it's not only the banks, and it's not only Majan College that's here to help the student. We all want more Omanis to graduate. We all want more Omanis to be educated so we can all build our future together. We can all build our country together. And the only way to do that is for all of us to come together. So when it comes to the financial support, there are so many ways. They can always go back to their advisors in college. There are so many ways within the college. There are so many ways within the organizations as well. So we have scholarships. Majan College offers almost 25% of the scholarship. So on their website, they can apply. We have the local scholarships from the Ministry of Higher Education as well. So that's there as well. And I'm sure that Nabila, I don't know the numbers, but Nabila can say how many students that are actually studying in Majan College through the government scholarship. So those are some of the ways financially they can be supported. But the main thing is speak up. We should never be embarrassed when you're facing a financial difficulty. Parents, students, whoever you might be, speak up. There is always ways to help you. There's nothing more important at the moment than education that's actually going to be building our country. So yeah, we need to learn to speak up.
Right. Fathiya, another question for you is that you spoke about the development,
Yes.
and you spoke about the job opportunities and part-time jobs.
Yes.
Lately, the government is putting in all its efforts in providing jobs to the locals and to the new talent coming up. So considering the ongoing pandemic and the hurdles that it has created, do you think the ongoing pandemic is going to hinder the recruitment process or the training process, or even providing jobs for the locals?
Okay, so it is very tough with the recruiters. It has changed the way people are being recruited, the way people are being trained. But at the same time, we need to cope up with the environment. We need to cope up because this is the new norm of life right now. Everything is going virtual. And a strong recruiter will use that to their advantage. That will be their key point to start changing, to bring in new skills, okay, as well as the candidates. Students, whoever, job seekers, that they're looking for jobs, they need to get used to the virtual way of applying jobs, virtual way of being interviewed, as well as working virtually. This is not only a blessing in disguise, but it has also given us a lot of opportunities because we managed to break the geographical background blockage. At the moment, as long as you have the accessibility to work wherever around the world, that gives you option. It brings more work-life balance with the family. We have a lot of working mothers who were struggling, they could not take care of their children and work at the same time. But now it's a blessing because they are home, they could work and they could take care of the children. Personally, my sister managed to get a baby and continued with her education and without delay. She had another baby before the pandemic and she had to delay a whole syllabus. But now she got a baby just recently and she did not delay her studies. She
Right.
continued with her studies, and that's where this situation becomes a blessing in disguise.
Right, right.
So we should always take it to our advantage, always think positive and always look for solutions instead of just thinking what could block us, what could stop us.
Yeah, all the negative aspect of it, we should
Keep
look at
that
the bright
aside.
side here.
Yes,
Right.
definitely.
Nabila, last question for you is that that the mass vaccination campaign has already started in the Sultanate. Do you think with the rollout of vaccines there would be some kind of ease, if not all, in the life of students and teachers both?
I think so. There will be, but we're waiting for the Supreme Committee to decide and to announce whether we'll go to face-to-face or online. But definitely the vaccine will help. People will be vaccinated, so it is easier that to come and attend the class and to meet with the lecturers, because now too many restrictions. that they have to come by appointment and to have online meetings and so on. But the vaccine definitely will help and will support both lecturers and students. For us, we had arranged to vaccinate all our lecturers, all our staff actually, academic and non-academic. And we did that. Today they are taking the second dose. So majority of our staff are vaccinated. I am vaccinated. I took both doses. And alhamdulillah, things are moving, and it will move, and it will move in the right direction. And definitely students will be happier to come back to the college, because they miss college.
Yes.
We keep receive messages from students saying, when are we going to come back? We do miss school, we miss lecturers, the interaction, the cafeteria. Right. We want to be there. We miss you. We say we miss you too, because now when we go to the college, because we go to the college, it's like haunted place sometimes, because you see the parking empty. It's not like before, because before you would remember Fathia. It's so
I would struggle an hour looking for parking, and that's a blessing.
Exactly, because the part-time students, when they come, the full-time are moving and the part-time are coming in.
Hectic.
So it is hectic. Yeah. But now I wish that to come back, the craziness to come back. But
right.
I think if it is not September semester, definitely the following semester it will ease a bit, and inshallah things will move in the way that we wanted it.
We all are being extremely hopeful with the mass vaccination drive that has started in the Sultanate. And on that note, I would like to thank you for joining us and taking out time and having this wonderful conversation with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from International Desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update. And now from our international desk. An extremely chaotic situation has erupted in Afghanistan last night as Taliban has taken over the capital city, Kabul. Afghan President Mohammad Ashraf Ghani left the country on Sunday night while the Taliban forces entered the capital of Kabul and took control of the presidential palace. The Taliban has assured that all the diplomatic missions and foreign citizens in Kabul will face no dangers. Taliban spokesman Zabiullah Mujahid said they are committed to ensuring security in the Afghan capital. Here is a timeline of the recent situation changes in Afghanistan. As of August 15, Afghan President Mohammad Ashraf Ghani has left the country. Head of the Afghan National Reconciliation Council, Abdullah confirmed on Sunday evening. The Taliban ordered its forces to enter Kabul city after encircling it for hours. Taliban spokesman Zabiullah Mujahid tweeted that Taliban got inside the city to provide security for the countrymen and ensure law and order. A curfew was imposed in Kabul starting 9 p.m. local time on Sunday to prevent violence. Taliban spokesman Zabiullah Mujahid told media he could confirm there were talks with the presidential palace about a peaceful takeover of power. In addition to that, former US President Donald Trump called on his successor Joe Biden to step down after the Afghan government collapsed and the Taliban seized control of Afghanistan's capital, Kabul. Trump, in a statement on Sunday, said that it was time for the incumbent US President Joe Biden to resign for what he has allowed happening in Afghanistan, along with the tremendous surge in COVID-19, the border catastrophe, the destruction of energy independence, and our crippled economy. The ex-US president went on to say that it shouldn't be a big deal since, according to Trump's version of events, Biden wasn't elected legitimately in the first place. The death toll from a powerful earthquake in Haiti on Saturday soared up to 1,297, according to Jerry Chandler, head of Haiti's Civil Protection Agency. More than 2,800 people have been injured, CNN reported. The majority of deaths occurred in the south of the country, where 500 people are known to have died. The quake destroyed 2,868 homes and damaged another 5,410, officials from the agency said. The destruction has also pushed hospitals to the brink and blocked roads that would carry vital supplies. When it comes to medical needs, this is our biggest urgency. We have started to send medications and medical personnel to the facilities that are affected, Prime Minister Ariel Henry said. He also added that for the people who need urgent special care, we have evacuated a certain number of them, and we will evacuate some more today and tomorrow. The earthquake struck at 8:30 a.m. about 10 kilometers deep, with its epicenter about 12 kilometers, which makes up to 7.5 miles northeast of Saint Louis du Sault in the southwest part of the country. Once again, it's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from our sports desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update, and now from a sports desk. FC Barcelona showed there is life without Messi as they kicked off their season with a 4-2 win at home to Real Sociedad on Sunday. Martin scored twice for Barca after Gerrard had put them ahead with a header from a free kick, and with Memphis involved in two of Barca's goals, Sergio, Pedri and Frankie impressive in midfield and Eric Garcia confident in defense, the home side looked to be cruising. Angel Correa scored twice to get Atletico Madrid's title defense off to a winning start with a 2-1 win on their difficult visit to Celta Vigo. Atletico showed their typical defensive toughness, and Correa, who scored the goal that won the title for the club at the end of last season, opened the scoring in the first half. Real Madrid got off to a winning start with 2 goals from Karim Benzema, a header from defender Nacho Fernandez, and a late goal from Vinicius Jr., giving them a 4-1 win away to Alaves on Saturday night. Benzema and Luka Modric were the star performers for Real Madrid, while both Gareth Bale and Eden Hazard were in Carlo Ancelotti's starting 11. Before we say goodbye, let's have a quick look of the COVID updates. The Ministry of Health today has announced the registration of 6 new death cases in Oman. With this number, the total death cases in the Sultanate now stands at 3,999. The health officials have also extended their deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. Moreover, the Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 214 new coronavirus cases in Oman today. With this, the total confirmed cases now stands at 300,408, which also includes total recoveries of 288,702, as well as total deaths of 3,999. In the last 24 hours, the health officials have also registered 313 recoveries. The Ministry of Health has urged all citizens and residents living in the Sultanate to adhere to the precautionary measures issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be coming live again at 5 p.m. with Fighting COVID segment your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.